you tired of not ranking up? Are you tired of doing the opposite of ranking up? Do you want to rank up? Today I've got all of those covered, you guys. I'm going to be showing you the best tips, tricks, and ways that you can get kills and rank up, just like me. I'm currently platinum to 66%, and my highest rank is diamond. I'm going to show you step one once we get into the game. So guys, we're getting into the game, and step one is to get some good weapons. Mainly shotguns, assault rifles, SMGs, all those stuff. Before we go to the weapons, first is the landing spot. There are a ton of good weapons this season, like the Gatekeeper shotgun, the Warforged assault rifle, everything, but there are items that have been seen into the game. But that's not important. We also got the drum gun back, but it's really different. So, here are the two spots I recommend you guys should go to. There's a place near Mount Olympus, and there's also a place near Grand Glacier. This place, before you go straight down to like the water, there are two chests along with 3 slurp barrels. I'll show you the other landing spot right now. There's this landing spot that's miles away from Mount Olympus. It's somewhere like next to this place, and it's very close to the snow biome. But that's not important. There is also more chests in the water. Mainly I see like 1 to no people here. There's also like a cabin after you finish looting up. That means you have loot for early game, and you have loot to last you for the whole game. Now step 2 is the loot. If you want to rank up, you have to kill people in early game because that's where it matters the most. And now I just looted up 2 chests, and there's 3 floor barrels. There's still more. There are, in the water, there are approximately 4 slurp barrels. There are also 6 chests, and there's more in the house. There's 2 chests. Sometimes there's an epic chest next to the house. Okay, so, since I managed to kill that guy, here is something else you guys should know. You need to have at least a frenzy auto, a Warforged assault rifle, and also heals for later. And you're also gonna need to use like metal. But the main thing in ranked is to win. Well, not exactly, but you're supposed to get kills in the end game, the middle game, and the early game. But the early game is the place where it matters, like in the game the most. It's a part in the game like where it matters the most out of any part. Because it's just gonna get you more percentage than it does off spawn. Like they're the same thing. And if you have a frenzy auto and drum mag, it will make you get kills 50% of the time, since the fire rate is really fast. And there's always slurp barrels here. There's two chests here. Mainly there are two chests here, but this time there wasn't. Since I just killed the Midas kid, he didn't get the two chests he wanted. So that was a big L for him. Since we've got steps 1 and 2 covered, I have to say something for step 2 first. Since we finally took down the topic of the loot and where to land, that's not important for now. If you have if you have Wings of Icarus and someone has like the Thunderbolt of Zeus, you can just easily escape because they won't have any single way to hit you while you're still fine. But it has a big hitbox, so I recommend you guys don't take it. The Frenzy one was so much better than the Hammer Pump. It was my favorite shotgun last season. It was such a clutch shotgun when I needed it. But that's not the point. And before I say step 3, time to open this. So now step 3 is to just look for people, but you also have to be careful. And you also have to get good weapons for the middle game. Since now it's mid-game, there are just gonna be a ton of people fighting. Because mainly I see people fighting in my area, whether it's a medallion person or not. But that's not the main case here. Here I should just wait so the instrument arrive, and then I can just take the key card so I can know exactly when the next circles are. It's useful for endgame as well. So, what I want you guys to do is you have to mainly land at a place where it's quiet and it's not contested. And that's not the point for now. Since we've got step 3 not covered yet, step 3 is the main thing. The main thing is to just basically know what game mode you should play. If you're a good solo player, then just do it. Just go for it. If you're a good solo player like me, you can just do it. But if you are better as a team player, you can just play duels, trios, or trios or squads. Most people recommend duels because it's a very competitive game mode, and there are a ton of people that are very good when they're playing duels. But this is not the main case here. The main case here, you have to have good aim if you want to get the kills mainly. You have to mainly get the kills, one. Like if you want to get kills in the beginning and middle game, you just have to have good aim. So now we've got step 3 covered. The game mode. And now step 4 is gonna probably be one of the most important ones of them all. Step 4 is how you should play in the end game. Most of the people play aggressive in the end game, but if you want, you can play either aggressively or passively. Passively is like you can just play safe and wait for people to come, so you can just kill them easily if you have good aim and good weapons, to be exact. And you also have to do reaction, but we'll get to that in step number 5. Okay, so we've got steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 covered. Now step 5 is the last one. You guys should always like go into the next circle early so we can be prepared when other players are still trying to go into the circle. Okay, the guy escaped. So since we've covered all of the things you have to do in the beginning, middle, and end, there's still one more thing you guys have to do if you want to rank up. You gotta, like, I still didn't talk about the aggressive play. If you want to play aggressively, like, you can do it. But I could recommend you guys should not just play aggressively, you should also play passively. Because if you just play aggressively all the time, that's not gonna get you guys anywhere. And you need to know exactly what you're doing, especially in the fights that you're in. And you need to be aware of players that have like snipers and other strong items. And you're gonna need some movement items as well, since there will be a ton of people in the end game that use some items that like are for mobility. So if you want to play aggressive, you can play aggressive. You can play passive. And you want to play, you can just play. But that's not important now. So if you guys have good aim like me, then you're lucky that you can like play aggressively in the end game, but you also gotta place. So you can't just play aggressively in the end. Otherwise, people will just try and like take advantage of that. And you need to like play focused, but also seriously. Because I take rank very, very seriously. But if you guys want to play smart just like me, you can go for it. I'm gonna put the volume down. So guys, those are all the steps you can possibly need. and it went up by 22% just by doing all those. And you guys can also do pretty well if you do those. And you have two choices: play aggressively or play passively, or you can do both like me. And since I'm very close to Platinum 3, let me know your ranks down in the comments. But the final thing you guys should do in order to rank up, you have to choose between the play styles, or you can do both. For me, I recommend playing first passively, then aggressively. Passively means you can just play in a smarter way, and you can also do this cautiously. And aggressively means like third partying, getting into fights. You can just use the frenzy auto to destroy people if you have it. If you have the frenzy auto, you can just destroy people in a 1v1 fight. And those are all the steps you need to rank up. And I'll see you guys in the next video.